Hello, I'm Preston Dixon, the Director of Marketing here at the Direct Marketing Division, and this is a basic training webinar. Pay attention, there will be a quiz, and the quiz must be taken and emailed to ffgarealeader@gmail.com in order to qualify for paid training. Let's talk about paid training. You'll be given a time card your first day of training, along with a new intern packet, which includes a new intern checklist, W-9, direct deposit form, code of conduct form, and a non-disclosure agreement. Your first 3 days of training, you'll be placed on an hourly training pay. Hourly rate varies from state to state. After training, you are expected to set a minimum of 1 appointment per hour on average throughout the week. This is fairly simple because of the law of averages. What is the law of averages? Well, just as true as the law of gravity in physics is the law of averages. Car insurance companies use it. Life insurance companies use it. Even casinos use it. The law of large numbers is invincible. Ask Vegas. Let's talk averages. The average new intern that completes training will average between 1 and 3 appointments per hour, depending on the talent and skill set. Hourly pay scale. Note, the pay scale is based on your weekly performance, not daily. And of course, this starts right after paid training. The average intern is setting between 1 and 3 appointments. So let's go through some examples and let me kind of explain how this pay scale works. For example, if you work 20 hours and you set 20 appointments, that means you set 1 appointment per hour, which if you look on the right there, that's $15 per hour. 1 to 1.24 an hour is $15 per hour. And this is calculated, of course, at the end of the week. Now, if you worked 40 hours, or excuse me, if you work 20 hours and you set 40 appointments, that's 2 appointments per hour that you set. And so that would put you at $30 an hour, which means you'd make $600 that week. The equation is you take the appointments divided by the hours, and that'll tell you how many appointments you set per hour. Another example, if you work 36 hours and you set 55 appointments, so you take 55 divided by 36 hours, that's 1.52 appointments per hour is what you average there. If you look at the pay scale there, between 1.5 and 1.74 per hour is $21 an hour. So that means your check that week would be $756. Let's move on. The first 3 days of training. Day 1, you will be observing a trainer for the first part of the shift, and towards the end, you'll start doing the intro and survey if you're comfortable with that. Day 2, begin doing the survey while still working with the trainer, as well as setting appointments with manager or trainer help. Day 3, continuing to work with the trainer throughout the day. You should be able to set appointments by yourself by the end of the day. There are 4 simple steps to the script: the intro, the survey, the transition, and then set the appointment. Step 1, the intro. The intro is the most important part of the script because it's your first impression. It will determine if they even do the survey with you. It starts before they even answer the door to how you look and how you're standing at the door. Your manager will train on this. Here's an example. Hey, how are you? I'm Preston, an intern at Federal Financial Group, and I'm just doing a quick 6-question survey to collect data for a case study. It takes about 2 minutes. Can you help me out? No, all answers to the survey questions that result in an appointment are used in a case study. Federal Financial Group is continually building a case study to research the algorithms and trends of the retirement market. Information is collected when you enter the information on the portal when you set the appointment. Step 2, survey. This is an example of what the survey sheet looks like. If you notice there are 6 questions that you'd ask and then write down their answers. And then after you set an appointment with them, if they'd like to meet with an agent for 20 minutes, then you fill out their information. Everything with the star is required in order to be paid. The appointment date, appointment time, first name, notice, and last name is required, address, zip code, and phone number. Step 2, the survey. Be sure to ask all 6 questions. Take your time to write down the responses accurately and legibly. Wrong or inaccurate phone numbers and addresses is the #1 cause of deleted appointments. If after asking the income question you find that they fall below the $40,000 income level, only ask the survey questions. Then thank them for their time and go to the next house. Do not set them up with an appointment. All appointments must be recorded. This is what the quality control team listens for. The customer answering in their own words the age and income question. We need to hear you inform them that it is a 20-minute discussion with an agent from Federal Financial Group. We need to hear the customer say their phone number and address. Step 3, transition. It helps you set the appointment if you get a bit enthusiastic here. You don't want to be nervous here. You want to be confident. Memorizing the transition word for word will help tremendously with this. Speak clearly and try not to talk fast. Here's an example. Okay, last thing. You're going to love this part. A lot of your neighbors have. Part of our internship is we have the opportunity to see what these financial planners actually do. They're going to be out here next Friday and Saturday, as well as the following Monday and Tuesday, doing free 20-minute financial discussions with people in your neighborhood, where you can pick their brains and ask questions about retirement, kids' college funds, the difference between Roth or traditional IRAs, or whatever you want. And just for helping us out, they give you a $25 restaurant.com gift card just to meet with them. Here, let me show you real quick. At that point, you want to get out this appointment sheet. This is an example. In your state, it may look different with some different restaurants on there. But you'll get out. You'll get your finger on your underline right there where it says free 20-minute financial consultation, and then also where it says not a sales presentation. And then you'll let them know that just for meeting with them, they'll get a $25 restaurant gift certificate. A good soft close would be asking them if they like any of those restaurants or if they've ever been there. If they say no, they haven't been in those restaurants, then I typically ask them, well, do you like to eat out? Everybody says yes to that. And then I'll say, just making sure you're normal. It's a little comedy thing. And then let them know that there's over 1,800 restaurants online at restaurant.com that they could pick from. Step 4, set the appointment. Again, memorizing this will give you confidence. Here's an example. We're scheduling these appointments a half hour apart from each other so they can bounce from house to house. So they really can only spend 20 minutes with you. We have an opening next Monday at 7 or Tuesday at 5:30. Which of those days would be better? Continue to give options until they find a time that works best, then set the appointment. This is known as the either or close. It's what we found works the best. Let me give an example. You don't want to ask them if they're interested because then they're thinking yes or no. Or, am I interested? And it's easy for them to say no. If you give them an either or, they're thinking, oh, well, what time would work better subconsciously, first other than, oh, do I want to do this or not? You want to assume the sell. Let's talk about that. Never ask if they're interested in setting the appointment or if they just want to do it. If you want to make a lot of money and set a lot of appointments, you want to assume the sell. Meaning you want to have the attitude that everyone is doing it and you're just adding them to the list. A trick to setting more appointments is to mention a few of the neighbors' names while setting the appointment. To help set the appointment, you may say the financial planner will call them a day or two in advance to confirm the appointment, so it'll be easy to reschedule. Never ever mention that the appointment is just tentative or that they can cancel when they call. This is not an appointment. After you set the appointment, say thank you and that they're really going to love what they want. By the way, if you do mention that, if they call and you don't want to do it, you could just cancel. Or, these appointments are tentative. If you can make it here, great. If not, no big deal. If you set an appointment like that, the quality assurance department will delete that appointment. You won't get paid. If you stick to the script, you'll be all right. Always remember the why. The reason why you're setting appointments is so our agents can generate business. The rules are simple. They must be 25 years of age or older. They must be employed to make $40,000 a year combined household income. If between both spouses their income meets or exceeds $40,000, they qualify. If their income is below, do not set them up with an appointment. There are no exceptions to these rules. There's a few things you can do to work towards mastering and increase your skill very quickly. Studying the script and role play with a friend or your spouse or in the mirror. Watching the training videos. Practice filling out survey sheets. Referral bonus. Refer a friend and receive $50 as soon as they set their 50th appointment. And this only is going on if we're hiring in a specific region. Online portal. Your manager will create a username and login on the portal for you. The portal is where you enter your appointments as well as tracking your stats. There are training videos that you can watch to give you some ideas on different techniques you can use to set appointments. Your manager will give you assignments to watch different videos they feel will help you. So the training video is under the Training tab under Assignments. Things to remember. Don't forget to charge your phone or tablet each night. Do not set up false expectations with a $25 gift certificate. Note, the agents give them a voucher they have to mail into Federal Financial Group to redeem. Then FFG emails them a code to activate their card. Always be aware of when you're setting appointments. You cannot set appointments sooner than 3 business days and no further than 9 business days out. Before you start knocking each day, write down the days you can set appointments. Do not try to falsify appointments. You'll be fired and charged with fraud. Quality guidelines you must have in order to be paid. There must be a recording for each appointment you set entered on the Dropbox. The way you save the appointment on the Dropbox is with only the 10-digit phone number. And that's, of course, a prospect's phone number. The system won't accept anything else. And again, guys, your manager will go over all these things and help you download the proper applications on your smartphone or tablet and help you really understand this. So don't be too overwhelmed right now. Make sure to always double check the phone number when you are saving the recording on Dropbox. Must mention the date of the current day on the recording at the beginning of the recording. Have to be able to hear the prospect's answer for all the questions on the survey. If you schedule an appointment further out than 9 days, you'll have to record yourself calling the prospect and reconfirming the appointment. Then save it on the Dropbox with, again, only the 10-digit phone number of the prospect. Keys to earning more money. Memorize the script. Maintain a winning attitude. It's a numbers game. The more people you talk to, the more money you will make. Build rapport with people. People will set an appointment with people they like. Don't spend too much time with any one person. It's a huge one. Time is money. Look presentable. First impressions are everything. Be prepared with all the materials. Don't forget to save your recordings on the Dropbox before entering your appointments on the portal. Put your appointments on the portal as soon as you can. Don't wait. The following are grounds for termination. Smoking in the neighborhood you're working, showing up late for your shift. Theft, physically or verbally abusing coworkers, being negative in front of them, and sexual harassment. Let's talk about our texting service. You'll be added in our media texting service where you receive incentive texts and reminders. Make sure when your manager creates your account to give them your cell number for this. Must wear collared shirt. No gym shorts, flip-flops, or t-shirts. Women are not required to wear a collared shirt, but still must look presentable. The work schedule. You're expected to work Monday through Friday. If you take one of those days off, you're required to then work on Saturday. 5 days per week is mandatory unless you are a student, whereas your manager will help you set up your schedule. Other circumstances may be approved where you can work 3 days minimum. If you don't show up for a shift when you are scheduled to work, you'll be written up. If it happens again within 30 days, you'll be let go. Sick days. You are given 2 sick days per month. If you are sick more than 2 days, it will require a doctor's note. Without a doctor's note, you will be given a written warning. If you don't show up for your shift and have already been given a written warning, you will be fired. Written warnings are forgiven after 30 days of clean truancy. Here's the main resource. There's the web address for the portal as well as the company's website. Next step is to open the new intern checklist attachment. Please do it right after this webinar is over or as soon as you can. It's already in your email. Read and follow the instructions. This is critical to your training process. Thanks.